What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny. In the last episode, we finished the exotic mission of Season of Defiance, Node Override Avalon, and we got ourselves a brand new exotic, Vexcalibur, which I am not going to be using right now, but I will be putting in the back pocket to use at some point here in the somewhat near future. Once we start focusing on Void more, I think that'll be an awesome time to really get down to brass tacks and start using something like this a bit more. But for right now, guys, this is essentially going to be the finale of Season of Defiance. Crow has told us to wait on him before we decide to do anything rash. He has a plan to get revenge for Amanda's death at the hands of the Shadow Legion. So let's go down here, which, believe it or not, is where Crow always resides and has since Season of the Hunt. We're going to talk to Crow and see what he has to say.
Mara and I have been talking, and we came to the same conclusion. It's time to act. The Witness sees our connection to each other as a weakness to exploit. It's counting on us not risking more lives in another attack. But if Amanda were here, I think she'd tell us it's time to play some offense. Mara's focusing all her energy directly through you, Guardian. We need you to blaze through the Ascendant Plane one last time. But it won't be without backup. We're all going. Mara says your power is strong enough to sweep us up in your astral wake. When you come out on the Shadow Legion flagship, we'll be right there with you. Lead the charge, Guardian. Let's finish what they started.
All right, Crow, let's do it. Mission Retribution. Let's do this thing. Head out to the director, and this thing is going to be accessed, if I'm remembering correctly, from the EDZ again. So let's just select that. Let's jump right on into this thing. No matchmaking this time, even though this is going to behave very similarly to a Defiance Battleground. It is its own thing. It is a mission. Like I said, we are done getting new battlegrounds for the remainder of the season. There were only 3, unfortunately.
Guardian, with your light and the power which I have imbued, you have grasped the Ascendant Plane in total and may traverse it at will. We are poised for a victory. It is time to strike. The Shadow Legion flagship is a stain on your sky. Destroy it, and find joy in its destruction.
We will travel the Ascendant Plane by Marakel's grace, and aid you in your attack.
We'll follow your lead. Get inside that ship, and we'll all take it down together.
Never fear, Guardian. We'll be your support as you find a path to the ship's engine.
Go. Find your retribution. Deliver justice as Queen's Guard.
Here we go. Let's open the portal. We always get knocked back. I don't know why we can't just drop into the thing.
In all my years fighting back the Taken, I never thought I'd set foot in the Ascendant Plane.
Marakel's power is considerable, but it is not boundless. We must use this opportunity wisely.
That's right. We have our breach points. Make this count.
Find a way through that ship, Guardian. Crow, Mithrax, and I will bring down the Shadow Legion's commanders one by one.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Likewise. Mithrax?
I am ready to cut them down. We will break their ship and watch it fall from our sky.
Here we go. All right, so we got a lot of Shadow Legion to kill. I don't know why I don't have my melee for some reason. All my abilities were like drained to start that for whatever reason. Don't know how that happens at the start of the fight. Okay, we got a bunch of resonant splinters over here, so let's start destroying those if we can. Although, I am being kind of harangued and harassed here a little bit. Let me see if I can't kind of fling my way up here. Here we go. Who do you think you are? Let's see. Let's pick this up. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's ignite our balefire. All right, what's next? We're going to have more things to kill here. Oh, yeah. All right, we'll start taking out the Shadow Legion. We have to deal with a lot here. Let's see. Okay, there's our first set over that way. I'm actually going to take this with me to kill all of these phalanxes here. Like so. Beautiful. All right, that's another one down. Oh, hold on. What do you think you're doing? I'll ignite that balefire as well. And if I can get another Tangle to spawn somewhere, that would be ideal. There, look at that. Those little tangle explosions are just awesome. Ignite that balefire.
Detonating ammunition storage now.
I appreciate that. Oh my goodness! Jeez, Crow. Friggin', I can't believe you didn't kill me doing that.
Took out their firepower.
Cheers.
Marakel's Corsairs are with me. We are ready.
Good. Devrim's providing cover. Let's move.
I have them in my sights. Don't worry, Guardian. We've got things handled on our end.
Let me just grab this heavy really quickly before I go, even though that is only one grenade launcher shot. Which, by the way, I do have the seasonal grenade launcher on my hands. It has one for all and Thresh on it. Thresh for extra super energy, although a very minuscule amount. And one for all just for that extra damage, which I get every time I hit 3 targets, which with a blast radius like this, should be actually pretty easy to do. All right, so they're all getting to work, killing a bunch of stuff. That's awesome. Let's keep going. Let's see now.
Accept my power, Guardian, and tear down their defenses with your light.
Wait, hold on. Where did you get this, Mara? Not that I'm going to complain, mind you. Just shoot the door until it blows. There we go. Probably could have used a grenade launcher. Would have been a little bit more extravagant.
Cooling fans are the only thing stopping the engine from going critical. You'll have to destroy those generators first.
Okay. You got it. We're just going to be chaining supers together here. So let's try to kill everything in the room that's going to cause us the most problems. There we go. Get another one of those. Favor of Destruction helping me out. Hold on. What do we have down here? There's another one of those cooling spots. Okay, I will definitely take that. Oh, come on. I got a little bit of charge from that. Oh, well, we could destroy this thing too. Come on. There we go. Okay, there goes one of the fans. Now, let's get a little bit more super energy. Beautiful. Wish it gave me other ability energy, but unfortunately, that is not the case. That little leap that I do when I cast the super, by the way, that's like completely involuntary. I have no control over that. It just does it. Which, I mean, is fine. Okay, now I need to get these vents open. But my goodness, it can be a little frustrating sometimes. Blow that one. Hello there. Goodbye. Okay, we got a couple more. So exactly half of our super energy, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But definitely stand to do more. How did I not destroy that one? There we go. Let's take that one out first.
Earlier, I took out the legionary with the biggest helmet. Had to be their leader. They're headless now, so to speak. You're clear to bring down those engineers. Then
Can do.
is all yours.
What the? Dude, I lost my melee on that really quickly. Excuse me. You need to go away. And then I'm going to take that and throw that at you. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Don't kill me. Thank you. All right. Awesome. So now what? The engine itself, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah. See those right there? Those are the things we need to destroy. But
Destroy the engine and take down this ship.
Marakel will bring us back safely. Completing your mission, Guardian.
I'm working on it.
Fun with it.
But how am I supposed to destroy these things if my weapons don't seem to be doing much right now? That is the question. Well, let's find out. Let me shoot one of these at it, maybe. This will maybe do a little more. Hold on. What are you doing up there? Stop that. There are enemies all over the place. Got to take them all out. Thank you, Needle. There we go. Now I can start doing damage to these things. All right, let's start using grenades. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Oh, awesome. Okay, we're taking them all out. This is working great. That doesn't, though. Let's go back to, well, I can't destroy that. Okay, so I'm only allowed to do a certain section at a time here, which is a little bit of a strange choice, but whatever. Can I get that one? No, I cannot. How about these? Oh, I see. I have to be in this thing. The Favor of Destruction. That makes sense. Take that out. Okay, are you done over there? So try to take those out next. There's the next one. Almost out with my Favor of Destruction. There we go. Let's hit those next. I was going to punch them, but I'm actually kind of afraid that when they blow up, they'll actually hurt me pretty bad. There we go. Let's go back now over to the other side. Who's still over there shooting at me? Honestly, I don't know, but my favorite destruction is almost out. Take these guys out really quickly. Okay, there we go. Last set. Can I maybe fire one in there? Will that do enough damage? Yeah, that's what I like to see. Now can we portal out of here? Beautiful.
There are many battles to come, but we have this victory today.
Every civilian in the EDZ can see what we've done. They know we're keeping them safe from whatever the Witness wants with them. Well done, Guardian. You too, lads. We made quite the team up there.
We made the Shadow Legion hurt. We showed them that we can strike back.
In this, we honor Amanda's memory.
And welcome back, everybody. Let's put this entire seasonal storyline to an end, shall we?
You did it, Guardian. And thanks for taking us along for the ride. Felt good to get a few shots in. You make one hell of a Queen's Guard. Wish it didn't have to end, but Mara won't be able to channel her energy out forever. She'd deny it, but she's getting tired. Even if the power of the Awoken fades, you'll always have their gratitude. And Mara's. And mine. There are still pockets of prisoners out there. Devrim and Mizrax will keep running rescue efforts as long as it takes. I'll be here too. We can't protect everyone, but helping who we can, there's nothing more important than that. See you around, Guardian.
Sure, I'll take a free Ascendant Shard. Why not? We also get ourselves a couple weapons, upgrade modules, all sorts of nice little trinkets. Well, thank you. All right. That leaves really only one thing left to do in this, and that's, of course, listen to our last radio message, which we will in due time. But, you know, there's something about this story that just leaves me feeling just a little bit hollow, and I think it genuinely did contribute a little bit to why people felt like Lightfall fell so flat, was because everything just kind of feels a little bit hurried, a little bit rushed, a little bit like, oh, that just all kind of happened. I mean, Amanda Holiday has been such an important character, well, maybe not to the story, but she's just kind of always been there ever since the beginning, and then for her to just kind of go like that, go out, is just, I don't know, something about it doesn't quite hit the way it should have. I feel like we just needed more out of her. And don't get me wrong, there's been a lot in the lore about her, but not really in the story. She's always been this wonderful, wonderful character that I really wish we could have seen more in like sort of a front-facing way where Bungie actually got to like show her off. There's certain moments in Destiny's story, and I honestly think this is probably one of my biggest like remaining criticisms of the Red War campaign, which I still don't think is a good campaign, and I will hold that to my dying breath that it was a very bad campaign. But introducing a character like Hawthorne, for instance, was basically made completely pointless because she has had no purpose since then. And it's like, you couldn't have just made Amanda that character. You couldn't have made her like the person that we were kind of leading the fight against. Like, oh, I get it. They wanted to like show somebody from the ground level, but like that's what Devrim is. Devrim is the human fighting against aliens that is, you know, kind of just a protector. That was always his role. Hawthorne just kind of feels useless in that regard. I really wish we had gotten more from Amanda so we could have seen who she truly is, because, I mean, you see it now. She is the same way. She is a human that is not a Guardian, that is just there fighting to save humanity, but she works with the Guardians because she has a good relationship with them. She's the shipwright, after all. She makes the ships, she makes the sparrows, all those things. And, I mean, yeah, it's just, I wish we could have gotten more out of her in the story from here on out. But who knows? Who knows what Bungie has in store? There's a lot of people that have theorized that maybe she will come back. whether she, is as a guardian or not. But who knows? Not everybody always gets a happy ending. I mean, Cade's coming back, of course, but that's something different entirely. We will, well, I suppose we'll see more of her down the road, possibly. If not, just know that she was a great character. I mean, we got a little bit of that in Season of the Haunted, which obviously was sort of blossoming this friendship she had with herself and Crow, and then that was kind of all undermined towards the end of the season as she then found out that he was in fact Cade's killer. But they had been friends pretty much ever since the beginning of Season of the Hunt, and that was it was a lot of time for them to grow together and grow close, and for it to just kind of end like that. I don't know. There's something about it that it just doesn't feel right. But the good news is that some threads have been placed, okay? We've got Aramis involved in all of this, and Aramis did, in fact, she was right. She tried to warn Mithrax, and Mithrax, unfortunately, made another mistake, another calculation or judgment, bad judgment call again. Or I guess it was more Amanda's judgment call, but you get what I mean. He didn't heed her warning very well. We've also got Asher Mir sort of back into this. And Crow's ticked. Crow's ticked. We know that. But, oh my gosh, so much more is going to be happening in Season of the Deep than you guys are prepared for. That is where things are truly going to unravel. Don't you worry. I promise it does get better. This is sort of a little bit of a dark hour in the storytelling, right in the middle of what was quite the role for Bungie, I have to say. Like, they were really hitting again and again and again and again about halfway through Beyond Light and all the way through Witch Queen. But this is a little bit of a hiccup. However, there are still moments to be had. And I feel like the radio messages, the conversations, some of the things we've gotten in this season have still been good. So why don't we send it off with one last one? And in the next episode, guys, I will meet you at the beginning of Season of the Deep.
Holiday. I know the Traveler won't bring you back. But if it did, you wouldn't remember any of us. Or who you were. You wouldn't remember what you did. Tradition would dictate I not tell you. But I think I would. I would hold your hand and tell you that you were the best of us. Fearless, kind, and joyful. Skilled, stubborn, brave, and principled. Even to the end. And I would tell you how much you meant to the people who loved you. I know that if you became a guardian, you would be all those things again. But here, now, we can only live in the better world you've made for us. And hold ourselves to the example you set. Thank you for what you did and who you were. Goodbye, Amanda.
Commander Zavala hands you a handwritten note from Amanda Holliday. Guardian, if you're reading this, then I guess I'm not round the hangar anymore. I hope I went out on a mission, not by getting run over by some new light figuring out how their landing gear works. Either way, I'm leaving you my personal ship. She's seen me through a lot of scrapes, and I know you'll take good care of each other. I've always been bad at goodbyes, so instead, I'll just say, give him hell, Guardian.
I was born outside the city walls, you know that? Yeah. It was rough on the refugee roads. My ma died crossing the Panama Ravine. Pa died just a half day's ride from the city gate. Folks back then thought, if you made it to the city, you were safe. It took me a long time to feel safe here. I guess that's why I like working in the tower with y'all. Guardians don't die. At least, that's what I thought. But forward momentum, buddy. That's what Cade would want. And, what else can we do? I'm just glad you're safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for this episode. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.